What's up, YouTube? Quick one real quick on binging, because somebody asked me to do it. When it comes to binging, I felt like the best thing for any time that I ever had a fixation like that, of that sort, or if I've witnessed it, I feel like you go as hard as possible with it, and just go as hard if you can. If it's like, one of those drugs that'll kill you, I don't want to advise that at all. All drugs will kill you. What doesn't kill you is just taking its time, like they say. But when binging, again, you got to look at it like you're eating it. If you say one chocolate a day and you ate 7 chocolates, you ate that for a week. You got to look at it like that. That's, again, you got to use your rational mind there, because you're being emotional. You're being emotional. You have an emotional hunger. You're not really experiencing hunger. So if you're binging on something, you got to look at your own personal flows of binging. Your own personal item. Get to know the alchemy of it. Know all the ingredients of it. Anything. If you're buying something, recreate it yourself. Do not, even if it is some ingredients in it that I wouldn't invite. Salts and sugars that are added aren't necessary. They're not necessary. But if that is something that is a vice for you in this service society, service society, because that's what all we're doing is a society of serfs bringing vices. Anyway, if you have a vice like that, then I feel like, you should make it yourself. It should be of your own hands. And then at that point, then you tweak it. It's small tweaks, all small tweaks. All binging is small tweaks. You binge on cigarettes or you binge on any substance, binge on it. Do it. Then you get the flow of the up and down of the binging. Go through a whole lunar cycle of binging and see what days that you binge the most. See, like, oh man, I'm binging the most on this when the moon's in Aries, or when the moon is waxing. I'm not binging as much at night as I am in the day. Or if the moon is waning, I'm binging more at night than in the day. When it's a new moon, I binge all day, or whatever. Just whatever it is. Just monitor it. Once you monitor it, you let the body. You're letting the body do what it wants anyway, right? So you just might as well at least monitor it. Know what you're doing to a T, so you can see any changes you can make, any small changes you can make to curb it, and set yourself up for success. Everybody sets themselves up for failure. It's just like when, with anything, if you be like, oh, and I need to get home and I don't have any papers at the house to smoke with, or if I don't have any weed at the house to smoke with, or if I don't have any alcohol at the house, or if I don't have any chocolate cake, or if I don't have any chicken wings, just go home and go to sleep and get it tomorrow. You can always get that shit tomorrow. So it's just shit like that. Like, just set yourself up. Don't leave the joint in the car. Don't leave the bottle in the car. Don't leave, just don't leave all the ingredients there to set yourself up. You leave all these ingredients are for stagnation. And stagnation, again, the water. You're just sitting, you're waiting in life. You stagnate, you wait, you're a waiter. You're in the subconscious, you're in emotions, you're not in control, you're waiting in the water. So that's what that shit does. So all it does, there's no point in waiting. Have the initiative now to curb it. Or you can, and again, reflect. The moon is about to start waning anyway in a couple of days. So it's just reflect. That's the reflection period. You can reflect on all you did in the last 2 weeks. And in the next 2 weeks, do whatever you can to curb it. So when a new moon, you plant new seeds, start new habits. And just know you're doing it now. Just know you're doing it. And, it's not about faking it till you make it. Just know you're doing it. And then you monitor the body. You see what devices are and what are the bigger emotional problems in the body, and you can know that by, again, if you want something really sweet, something sour in your life, you just, again, and that's why you want the bitters for chi. You want good bitters, dandelion or arugula or whatever. You want good bitters in your life. The alchemy of everything. It's you knowing the alchemy and not putting anything in your divine vessel without knowing what it is and where it came from. So binging is about the small things. They have profound effects. So when you know the flow of your binges, you can set yourself up for success as you go up and down the fucking roller coaster. And then you just at that point of making small adjustments, once you reach the next point, you just be in a better position to pass judgment for binging or not binging. It's just about setting yourself up for success. And I think it has a lot to do with being hydrated and oxygenated. The body is getting fresh oxygen. And if those two things are happening, binging is kind of difficult to do, because the process of going into getting dehydrated and coming back out of it, because if you're maintaining hydration, it's really miserable to go back and forth. So I would say maintain your hydration, your fresh air throughout the day, stretching, all these type of things to open up the body to where you can make clear decisions. You know where things come from. It's come from your body or coming from elsewhere. So the small things with binging, that's it. With everything, the small things are massive.